Start off with some general comments from Coach Quinn.
Well, I'd like to congratulate Lowell on a great series. They're a real good team. They certainly know how to play playoff hockey, and they're a better hockey team than we are right now. So their goals came way too easy, and we obviously couldn't get one. And that was the story of the night.
Why did you pull Sean when you did?
I just a gut feeling, you know. I just thought the 2 goals that he led, I know he'd like to have back, and just a sense.
Just what made Lowell so difficult to play against?
Well, they defend well. They got a great goalie. They're mature. You know, they're deep. Maybe no stars other than their goalie, but a lot of good players. And they keep it very simple.
David, you have more hockey to play. How do you regroup this team and get it ready?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the last 2 national champions never made it to their Final Four in their league, so I'm hoping we can continue that trend.
Last night you were able to control play at 5-on-5 on times, and tonight that never really happened. Was there some difference in the way you played or the way they played that caused that?
You know, I think we were on our heels a little bit from the get-go after the first goal. But, you know, I thought the first 6 or 7 minutes were back and forth, and we never really controlled it. I think they really controlled it. There wasn't much going on. And then I felt like we started pressing a little bit. And, you know, ebbs and flows of a series.
What were you hoping to accomplish by putting McLeod in over Disley?
Well, the Johnny's played well over the last 2 weeks in practice and gives us a physical element back on the blue line, and they've got some big, strong forwards. And, you know, I thought part of our problem tonight was they did a great job spinning off us in the defensive zone. And, you know, when you're 90% committed to playing the body and fishing, 10% of you is fishing for a puck, people are going to exploit you. And I thought that's what happened too many times, especially after they had their first power play in the first period. I thought, you know, up until their power play, they didn't have much. And then we did a good job calling the penalty, and then they kind of controlled play for the next 2 or 3 minutes because we got beat off walls and we were lunging and a little off balance down low. And I think they got their second goal the same way down low. We, you know, 90% committed to playing the body, 10% fishing for a puck, and that's not good enough at this level. You got to be 100% committed to playing the body and stay on the D side of people, and that didn't happen often enough. You know, you have to do things over and over and over again. And we're a young team, and sometimes immaturity, kids get impatient. They want to try something different, even though you do it the right way, it works. They're going to try something different. And, you know, we've got to become a more mature hockey team before our next game.
You pull your goalie looking for a foothold there. Did you feel at any point in the night you were getting a foothold?
Yeah, I thought we had some chances after we pulled them, and then their goals came so easy. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I thought we had a pretty good flurry right before they made it 3-0. And I still have no idea how that wasn't offside. I mean, I went and watched it in between periods, and it was clearly offside to me. I don't know what the replay officials saw, but that's not why we lost the game. But I just thought that particular goal, which is a big goal, make it 3-0. I thought their goal was clearly offside. But again, that just, you know, we had some pressure for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and they got on to score. You know, and that seemed to be what was happening once they made it 1-0.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.